Life in this fast lane will surely make you lose your lunch. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is.
4 weeks between the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania and WrestleMania itself? Not a hell of a lot of time to build feuds into fights, is it? And maybe that's the point, because superstars are already plugging the next WrestleMania in Tampa. Like the one at MetLife Stadium doesn't matter. Oh well. Let's see what crashes and burns on the highway this time. Here are my official, unofficial, official predictions for Fastlane 2019. Start with the kickoff, which, surprisingly, doesn't have a cruiserweight match this time. Well, unless you count Rey Mysterio versus Andrade as one. Now, a lot of people have been cheering the feud between Mr. 619 and Mr. 100 Souls, and I'll admit, the matches have been fun to watch. If only they put Buddy Murphy in it to make it a triple threat for that ugly purple belt. Ah well. Seems that Rey is pushing Andrade towards bigger and better things, so I'm picking Andrade to win again. The New Day versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. A Bulgarian, a Japanese, and 2 African Americans walk into a ring, and, well, let's skip to the punchline and say that the 2 former U.S. champs will punch and kick their way to stardom again. I honestly don't think Kofi Kingston's heart is in it after being denied a WWE title shot, so Big E and Xavier Woods are on their own. And though they match Rusev and Shinsuke in size and strength, brutality will seize the day. Rusev and Nakamura win. 6-man tag. The Shield versus Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Lashley. I guess we have to see this one last time before Dean Ambrose hits the bricks for Ring of Honor or wherever. And their final opponents are as incompatible as they come. Lashley's starting to get pissed at his hype man and can't concentrate. Corbin started off as a lone wolf for a reason. And McIntyre, he gave us his MO a few months back after flattening Dolph Ziggler and slipping him into the jobber for the stars category. Now, Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose may not have seen eye to eye too often in the past, but for just this final night, the Hounds of Justice will bite some ass and send Ambrose out with a win. The Shield wins, though not easily, I might add. It's going to be a good match. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. If Lynch wins, it's a triple threat with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. Oh, come on. It's like anyone is betting against Lynch here. I mean, sure, she's on a bad knee, but that didn't stop her from winning the Royal Rumble and earning that title match. And thanks to the McMahons, she has to earn it again. And thanks to Rousey really not giving a damn about a bad reputation, she's even worse for wear than before. But, you know, that's wrestling drama for you, right? Build up Charlotte as an overwhelming favorite before giving the fans what they wanted from the start. Lynch in the main event at WrestleMania. Now, I'm thinking that Rousey's newfound temper will get the better of her. And she'll interfere, giving Becky Lynch the win via disqualification. And then Rousey will be like, oh crap, what did I do? Why did I do that? Staying with the women, women's tag team title match. The Hug and Boss Connection defend against Nia Jax and Tamina. I forget what they call themselves, but I'm leaning towards Unstoppable and Immovable. That's Jax and Tamina. Jax has not had much success despite her stature, and it doesn't look like this will change anytime soon. And Tamina, I mean, As much as I'd like to see her follow in her late father's footsteps, it's been a long time since she was managing the Usos, and she hasn't done much since either. On the other hand, I'm still quite shocked that Bayley and Sasha Banks are still together. And this might be Banks' last chance to actually defend a title before she starts thinking the WWE doesn't like her very much. Now, if it means anything, I believe in her and Bayley. I think they'll beat the behemoths and hang on to the titles. SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka versus Mandy Rose. Is it just me, or has Asuka been pushed down the superstar ladder a few rungs? I mean, last year she was prepping for her title match against Charlotte and was still riding high. Ever since Charlotte proved Asuka to, in fact, be mortal, it's like hardly anyone cares about her anymore, even though she finally won a title. And I know that with Becky Lynch and Charlotte hightailing it to Raw, it's not like she has much competition, but come on. Mandy Rose? She knows she's not ready for Asuka and will stay out of the ring as long as possible, probably letting Sonya Deville get in some cheap licks. Now, if Naomi is there to help, then the battle will belong to Asuka. If not, I'm sure Asuka won't be fooled again, or otherwise she deserves to lose that belt. Either way, I'm picking Asuka. Raw Tag Team Title Triple Threat Match. Revival versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus Aleister Black and Ricochet? Really? Really? I know the newest NXT upgrades have been kicking ass on both shows, but having them try for tag titles twice in a week? And Team Glorious turning heel as well? Just when I thought at least the Raw tag team roster was out of trouble, this happens. Look, I'm glad to see the belts are around the waists of an actual tag team, and that their months of humiliation by the Lucha House Party et al. Are finally over. Roode and Gable having a rematch I can grok, but tossing Black and Ricochet in is just ridiculous, no matter how good a first month they've been having. I am fearing Black and Ricochet winning, but I'm still picking the Revival. Let them at least make WrestleMania with the titles. SmackDown Tag Title Rematch. Usos defend against Miz and Shane McMahon. Okay, this is where the Miz snaps and turns on Shane. It has to be. It was all cute when it started, but this final push of the Miz before he goes reality star permanently needs to stop now. And Miz and Shane need to have a no DQ match in Jersey that ends in one of them being stretchered out. Not that the Usos are anything to smile about. Still don't know how Jimmy's not in an actual penitentiary after January's fiasco. But if the WWE refuses to do anything for the teams already on SmackDown, I guess the Usos are all they'll have going for them. So the Usos will retain. Finally, WWE Championship match. The new Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. Not really digging this supposed face turn of Kevin Owens. I mean, the guy's been an ass his entire career. Now he comes back after 4 months of knee surgery rehab and he's no longer an ass? I doubt the time when his family changed him that much. Tell you what though, as long as Rowan is in Daniel Bryan's corner, I don't think Owens has a prayer. Yeah, Bryan beat the 5 guys in an Elimination Chamber match last month without Rowan's help. But that just shows you how badass he is without the former Bludgeon Brother. With him, Bryan's damn near unstoppable. Only Kofi coming in would mean anything, and I don't think he'll do that until Owens has already lost and is getting the recycled bejesus beaten out of him. The new Daniel Bryan retains, and we set up Bryan versus Kingston in 4 weeks. Those are my picks for Fastlane. Don't fall asleep at the wheel watching it. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. See ya!